Hello, I'm Walter with the website department. Today I'm going to cover website editing 101. So we are going to cover basic website editing on your new social site. How to add content, text to the pages, how to add images to the pages, and how to embed a YouTube video. Nice, simple stuff. So let's go ahead and open up your browser. I would advise you to use Firefox as the browser of choice for editing. It seems to work a lot better with our editor. You could try Google Chrome or Internet Explorer, but if you compare it with Firefox, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my browser. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and log into the site for me, please. All right, so very top right, log in, and what you're going to do is you are now going to be looking at your database. Very top right to the left of your login name, here's your login name, of course. We have our app suites. This is what we call our main navigation. So more offers all the rest of the navigations. So we would have social site, money, office. Under these app suites, we have actual pages. So if I click on social site, it shows me all the pages associated with that app suite. If I go to office, it now shows me, so if I go to office app suite, it will now show me all the different pages associated with that particular app suite. And a better way to look at this, if you hover over your login name and go to settings, on the left hand side, go to pages under the social site heading. Here you again see all of our app suites. So money, office, program, social site are our app suites. So if you wanted to add a new app suite, you could do that by clicking add a new menu, and it would create a new app suite at the very top here. And then if you assign pages under it, it would create a toggle and it would give you access to all the pages under the app suite. So basically with our website, normally you have two app suites associated. The social site app suite is the public website, so the public will only see this particular navigation. So no matter where they go on the website, this is all they're going to see. But from the actual navigation within the pages, we have buttons or hyperlinks that take you to other pages. These are in a secondary app suite that we call either programs or hidden pages or whatever we want to call them. So if you will toggle programs, you'll see that you have youth, boxing, kids, and adults. Now what I mean is if we go to our social site app suite again and we click on home, now here we see kids, youth, adults, and boxing. So instead of having all these tabs in the actual main navigation so the public can access them, we have them through buttons. So if I click here, you will see now that it'll take me to the youth page, and you will see that your navigation now has changed to the app suite programs. But this only happens because we are logged in as global admins. So if I were to log out and go to the website as what the public will always see, if I click on the youth program now, you will notice that my app suite never changes. It remains constant. So the only reason it changed for us is because we were logged in. So if I log in again, and by default, the app suite that comes up for you is always Office. So you can see the pages within the Office app suite are dashboard, context, calendar. So I'm going to go to the social site app suite, and as you can see, we have Office, money, programs, but we don't have social site because it's under the more section. So just drop that down and click on social site, and now you will see your app suite has changed to what the public sees. And if I click once again on use, you'll see that your app suite did change because you are logged in as a global. But this only happens to you. Perfect. So we've got that understanding. The app suite will never change for the general public, so they will only see what's designated to them. Okay, and as you can see, we have Home Lounge memberships, but if we were to log out again, you'll notice that there aren't quite as many tabs here. Memberships is missing, products is missing. And the reason for that is if we go back into settings and we go into pages, and now to the left of social site we have a toggle bar. If you click on it, you'll see that now it's showing us all our different pages. But members is one of the pages that we cannot see in the public. So if I click on edit, you will see why it's not showing up. And as you can see, the profile public is unchecked, meaning the public cannot see it. So if you have any pages that you don't want the public to be able to view, you can basically unassign the profile. And of course, this would apply if you ever wanted to set up a member section on your website. So members would only be able to view them. So all I would need to do for that is add new, and I'm going to call this members area. And I'm only going to assign this now to members. So the members will only view this navigation once they actually log into the site. And I'm going to go ahead and save that. And now under members, I want to add a new page under the navigation. So I'm going to call this one curriculum. And the title is what shows up on the browser. So the tab name is what shows up on your tab, but the title is what shows up on the browser. So you'll see in a second what I mean by that. So there we are, and I've got it assigned here. Curriculum's assigned to public employee, but I don't need it assigned to public, so I'll just uncheck public, and then I'm going to go ahead and save this. So now you'll notice we have a new app suite immediately up here called members. So if I click on the members area app suite, you'll see that I only have one page associated because that's all I've actually entered in there. So far everything is good. So now if I were to log out of here, now you can tell all your students, once you've set up your members area, to go ahead and create a login for themselves. They can come in and create a login. So I'm going to go ahead and create a login for myself. And a phone number. And then I'm going to go ahead and submit. And what you will see now is it will actually log me in to members, which is my info. So if a student wanted to come in here and change their login name, add a picture to their profile, they can change their email, their first name, last name. They can do whatever they want in here. But then if they go to members area, this is where the pages will be associated with them. And as you can see, there is curriculum. Alright, so that's basically what a member needs to do to get into the members area. But just make sure that you create something for them to view. Excellent. So now let's go ahead and we are going to go to the social site app suite. And we are on home. And of course, I'm going to log out because as you can see, it doesn't give me the edit functionality here because I'm a member. So I'm going to log out and I'm going to re-log in as an actual global admin. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And now if I go into my social site, I can now have the edit functionality. So I'm going to click edit. And as you can see, the editor is right within the Perfect Mind database. It works very much like a Microsoft Word document. If you've got two scroll bars on the right, so one of them scrolls to the main page, so I like to leave my main scroll just to the edge of the toggle bar so I can get to the toggle, and then I scroll the inside of the actual page and go to the text area. So now in here, if I wanted to come into here and I want to make this text area, maybe change the font color to red, and then I want to bold it and italicize it and maybe make it a little bit bigger, you can do that. And then if you wanted to maybe center this, you also can do that. So it works the same way as a Microsoft Word document. You just have to highlight the text you're after, change the text color. If you want to put a background color on it, you can. That's easy as pie. Now, if you wanted to hyperlink a word or a sentence to, somebody else's website for advertising purposes, whatever it may be, you highlight that word or that sentence, and you go to your hyperlink manager. Here, I can go ahead and just type in the address I want this to send me to. So let's put www.com. Actually, let's do www.perfectmind.com, and then I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And now, as soon as I go to the page and save it, you'll see that this is now hyperlinked. And you can see my little hand changes. So now if I click on this, it's going to take me right to the Perfect Mind website. That is how to hyperlink either text, one word, or a sentence on your web page. So now I'm going to go back into my web page, of course, and I'm going to remove all that stuff I just did. Now, the nice thing about Perfect Mind is there is a restore button. So for the changes I just did, I don't want them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restore my page to an earlier version of it. So what I'm going to do is I can restore my page. And this will restore it to an earlier version of the web page. As you can see, that text and that line is not there any longer. So now all I have to do is save the page out, and it will do it. This works great in case you made a mistake on your web page and it's all out of alignment. After you save it, you notice that something's wrong. You can basically restore the page to the previous version, and the page will restore itself to what it should be like. So now, if I wanted to add new content to this page, we can do that. So leave your toolbar at the very top and then just scroll down. Now, what you can do is if you want to type in a new line, you can put your cursor where you need to, the enter key, and then you can just start typing what you need to type. And then all you need to do is save your page out. Now the other thing too is if, let's say, you wanted to change all of the content on this page, what you could do is basically highlight all the text, but make sure that you leave at least one letter in the main content area. Because what this will do, it will preserve the area for you to come back and start typing in this area. So now you could and as you can see, it's bolded because my last letter that I left was bold. So now all I have to do is highlight all this and remove my bolding. And let's get rid of this. And it will remove my bold now. So always when you are going to put text on your page, or change the text on the page, make sure that you leave at least one letter in that area. Otherwise, you will not be able to get back into that area without going to the actual HTML part of the page, which is what you don't need to do, seeing you don't need to learn HTML to edit your web page. So just leave a couple letters, and then you'll be able to type in there. Now, this is what we refer to as the H1 tag, or the title of the page. This has its own characteristics. So if I basically, let's say I deleted all my text down below here, and now I want to start typing, you don't want to put your cursor here and enter your key, because it's going to basically take the characteristics of your H1 tag. So therefore, make sure you leave a letter in there, or don't save out the page with all the content gone, because then you will not be able to get back in here. So just leave one letter and you'll be able to start adding your content back into the page. Alright, so I'm just going to revert my content back because I don't want to delete it all. There we go. So that is basically a matter of adding content, very easy. To add images in here, same idea. You need to import that image into the database. So let's say I want to have my image right here. So place your cursor where you want the image. And if you want it centered, that's good. We'll put it there. Now go to the image manager. And we are going to import an image. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use an image I already have here. Or actually, let's upload one from my database. So I click the upload button. Now here I select. So this will now open up my actual hard drive on my computer. And I'm going to go to my desktop. And now it will allow me to choose an image from my actual desktop. So for instance, if I go into a folder here, let's say I want to put this picture in this website, I click open, and now you'll see the image name is in the selected button field. I now click upload. Now as soon as the picture uploads into the image manager, it's going to give you a preview of that image. And here it is. So now you see preview. Now the properties is a tab that will tell you how big the pictures are. So you can see this picture is very big, so it's going to blow out the whole page. So if you connect the little connector on the right hand side, this will connect itself, meaning when you change the width, the height will change automatically with it. So as you can see, my width is 1600 and the height is 2400. So if I change my width to, let's say, 300 pixels high, you'll see that my height changes to 450 pixels high. So then if I wanted to add a border to it, I can. If you want to make it red, and then depending on the thickness of the border, you can do that. Now if you would like to text wrap the image to the left, you can image align it. So by clicking the alignment, I'm going to float my image to the left. Now when I do that, I want to make sure that I pad my text so it's away from the image a certain amount. So if my image is aligned left, I want to make sure I place a margin of about 10 pixels to the right of that image. And now I can go ahead and hit an insert, and now the image will be inserted, as you can see, to the left, and I have 10 pixels of space in between my border and my text. And then of course if the image is too big, you can just click on the image, and then you have little toggle bars that you can just grab a corner and slide it down, and it will resize it for you on the fly. You can also right click on that image and go to properties, and it will take you right back into the image. Now when adding images into your social site, the alt text means that it will now, Google will be able to now read that image, because images are empty spaces to the spiders from Google that crawl it. So I would put little karate girl. So the alt text should be something very short, descriptive of what the image is. And here, all I got to do now is just click OK again, and my image will stay there now with an alt tag on it. And if I save it out, you will see now that my content area now has a picture in it and looks very nice. So this is how you can add images to your content area, which I highly advise you to do that. So we've got an image in there, excellent. Now let's say we wanted to add a video in this area. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to go to YouTube. This is the best way to put your videos into your website. You can also upload a clip if you have one on your computer, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But if I go to YouTube, and here I'm just going to basically grab anything just for an example. So I'm going to click on the video I need. From here I click on share, and here I click embed. This will now give me the embed code.
Symptom control. We closely monitor.
Make sure that when you do get the embed code, none of these boxes are checked. This one here is the worst one you can possibly check because it will show any related videos after yours finishes. It could actually have competitor videos on your website, so make sure that it's unchecked. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab the code, right click on it and copy it. Now if I go back to my website, I'm going to go ahead and type video into this area where I want my video, and you'll see in a second why I am doing that. So now we have to go to the bottom of the web page, and on the left hand side you're going to see HTML. So we have to embed this video in the HTML part of the page. Now you're going to have to know where you're looking to place this video, so it'll be kind of hard. So what I do is I type video text into the area I wanted the video to come into. So now if I do the control key and the F key at the same time, you're going to notice that it opens my find function here at the bottom. So now in that field, if I type video, you're going to see that it's going to highlight video that I typed in that area. So now all I have to do is highlight this text, and now I right click on it and I paste the code I got with the video. Now if you wanted to change the width and the height of this video on the fly, you could do that right here. So if I wanted to make this video, let's say smaller, I'll make it 380 by, let's say 260. And here I can now just go right into my design view, and you'll be able to see that my video is on the page now. So if I go ahead and save this out, you will now have a YouTube video embedded on your web page. That's basically how easy that is. Now, if you wanted to embed a clip of a video that you have on your computer, what you can do is almost the same idea as inserting an image into your web page. Let's say I want the video here. Put the cursor where you want it. Now instead of going to the image manager, we're going to go to the media manager, which is this little icon right here. If I click on it, it's going to open it. Now I'm going to go ahead and click upload again. And here, please note, these are the file extensions that are allowed. So WMA, which is an audio clip, WMV, which is Windows Media Format, AVI, a WAV file, another audio, MPG, MP3. The other thing is the size is only 4.88 megabytes, so it's like about a 25-30 second clip. So if it's any bigger than that, you will have to upload the clip to YouTube and then embed it. I advise that you upload them to YouTube and then embed them, because the website will load quicker seeing that that clip is not actually on the web page itself, it's only embedded. But if you wanted to, you could basically go ahead and select. So if I go to my videos, I believe I have one here, and let's say I go ahead and click on this guy, and I'm going to go ahead and open, and now I'm going to upload. And let's see if this clip is small enough to be able to be uploaded in here. So if it's if the file is larger than 4.88 megabytes, which is about a 25 to 30 second clip, you will not be able to upload it. So you have to go through YouTube. And like I just said, as you can see, the extension upload file is not valid, meaning it's an MP4, not an MP3, so it's not going to allow me to upload that file. But as I advised a second ago, or suggested, it is much better to upload your videos to YouTube. If you don't want people to be able to embed them or download them from your webpage, you can unlist them as well from there. So, and you can do that all from YouTube. But that's basically it for adding content to your website, adding pictures, and adding a video. Very easy stuff. And of course, if you do need a little bit of further help, we have actual live classes running every day. So if we go to championsway.com and you scroll to the bottom of our web page and go to support, click on live training. Here it will tell you the times: Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard, and 2 p.m. Pacific Standard. 5 minutes before the time that you want to go to, just come to the page, click on this little link, and this will take you into the Adobe Acrobat. Just type in your name here and then hit enter room. And then the instructor will join the room in about 5 minutes time, depending when you entered it. And from there, you can go ahead and ask any questions you want related to Perfect Mind, whether it be the website or whether it be contact management, CRM, or even how to add transactions or contracts into the system. So take advantage of the live training classes. Like I said, they're running every Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard, and 2 p.m. Pacific Standard. So Pacific Standard Time is basically 1 hour behind Mountain, 2 hours behind Central, and 3 hours behind Eastern. So 8 a.m. would be 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, and 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, by all means, just give us a call. Thank you so much.